Have you looked down at your ankles lately and noticed something alarming? Maybe your socks leave deep marks in your skin. Maybe your shoes feel tighter than they did this morning. Maybe your legs feel heavy, tired, swollen, and uncomfortable. And perhaps you've been telling yourself the same thing millions of people tell themselves every day. It's probably just getting older. But what if that's not true? What if your swollen legs and ankles are not simply a normal part of aging? What if they are a warning sign from your body? A warning that your circulation is slowing down. A warning that your blood is struggling to move efficiently. A warning that your muscles are no longer helping your heart do one of its most important jobs. Because what I'm about to share with you today could completely change how you think about swollen legs forever. In fact, one simple truth may shock you. Many people spend years searching for expensive solutions. They buy creams, they buy supplements, they buy gadgets, yet they completely ignore the one thing that could make the biggest difference: movement. And today I'm going to show you the only 5 simple movements that can help activate circulation, improve blood flow, reduce swelling, support healthy veins, and help your legs feel lighter, stronger, and more energized. These movements require no expensive equipment, no gym membership, no complicated exercise program, just a few minutes each day. But before I reveal these movements, there is something extremely important you must understand. Because once you understand what is happening inside your body, these movements will make perfect sense. And movement number 5 may be the one that changes everything. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll never look at swollen ankles the same way again. Several years ago, a patient came into my office. He was frustrated, concerned, and honestly a little scared. He rolled up his pant legs and showed me his ankles. They were swollen. His shoes barely fit. Walking felt uncomfortable. By the end of each day, his legs felt like they weighed twice as much as they should. He thought something was seriously wrong. And what surprised him most was this: he wasn't inactive. He wasn't bedridden. He wasn't seriously ill. He simply spent most of his day sitting. Sound familiar? Maybe you're watching this video while sitting right now. Maybe you've spent years working at a desk, driving, watching television, using a computer, or simply moving less than you used to. What happened to this patient happens to millions of people every single day. And the reason is hidden inside your body's incredible circulation system. Let's make this simple. Your heart is an extraordinary pump. Every second of every day, it pushes blood through your arteries. That blood carries oxygen, nutrients, energy, life itself. Your brain depends on it. Your nerves depend on it. Your muscles depend on it. Every cell in your body depends on it. But after that blood delivers oxygen and nutrients, it has to return to the heart. And that's where the challenge begins. Gravity. Gravity is constantly pulling blood downward, especially into your lower legs and ankles. Your heart can easily push blood down, but getting it back up requires help. A lot of help. This is why your body created one of the most brilliant systems imaginable. Your muscles act like pumps, especially your calf muscles. In fact, many experts call the calf muscles your second heart. Think about that. Your second heart. Every time you walk, your calf muscles contract. Every time they contract, they squeeze veins and push blood upward. Tiny one-way valves prevent blood from flowing backward. This system works beautifully, as long as you move. But what happens when movement decreases? Blood begins to pool. Fluid starts collecting. Pressure builds. Swelling develops. And your ankles become larger, heavier, more uncomfortable. This is exactly why many people notice swelling gets worse later in the day. Hours of sitting, hours of standing, hours without activating those powerful muscle pumps. And the problem doesn't stop there. Your body is not asking for perfection. It is asking for movement. That is one of the most important truths you can understand when it comes to your health. Many people believe they need a perfect exercise plan, a gym membership, expensive equipment, or hours of free time before they can improve their health. But the human body does not work that way. Your body responds to simple actions repeated consistently. Every time you stand up, take a walk, stretch your legs, or move your muscles, you are giving your body exactly what it was designed to receive. Movement is not something extra that your body needs. It is something your body expects every single day. Think about what happens when you sit for long periods of time. Your muscles become less active. Your circulation begins to slow. Blood has a harder time moving efficiently through the lower parts of your body. Your joints become stiff. Your energy levels often decrease. Many people notice swelling in their legs and ankles, especially later in the day. They may assume it is simply part of getting older, but often it is the result of spending too much time inactive. The body adapts to whatever lifestyle we give it. If we spend most of our day sitting, the body responds to that pattern. If we move regularly, the body responds to that pattern as well. The good news is that your body is incredibly forgiving. It does not expect you to be an athlete. It does not require intense workouts to begin making positive changes. Even small movements can create meaningful improvements. When you contract your calf muscles, they help push blood back toward the heart. When you walk, your muscles work together to support circulation throughout the body. When you stretch and move your joints, you help maintain mobility and flexibility. These actions may seem simple, but they trigger important processes inside the body that support overall health and function. Many people underestimate the power of small daily habits because the results are not always immediate. We live in a world where people often expect instant results, but the body operates differently. Health is built one choice at a time. One walk, one stretch, one movement, then another and another. The improvements may seem small at first, but they begin to accumulate. Over days and weeks, those small actions can lead to better circulation, improved energy, greater mobility, and a stronger sense of physical confidence. The body is constantly responding to what you do, even when you cannot immediately see the changes taking place. There is something empowering about realizing that movement is available to almost everyone. You do not need perfect conditions to get started. You do not need to wait for a new year, a new month, or a new Monday. You can begin right where you are. A few steps around the room. A short walk outside. Simple ankle movements while sitting in a chair. These small actions send a powerful message throughout the body. They tell your muscles to stay active. They encourage healthy circulation. They support the delivery of oxygen and nutrients to tissues that depend on them. They help maintain the systems that keep you moving and functioning every day. The remarkable thing about movement is that it affects far more than just your muscles. It influences how you feel physically and mentally. Many people notice that after moving, they feel more alert, more energized, and more capable. Their bodies feel less restricted. Their minds feel clearer. Movement creates momentum. Once you begin, it often becomes easier to continue. That is why the goal should never be perfection. The goal is simply to keep moving, to give your body the opportunity to do what it was designed to do, to support the natural processes that help maintain strength, circulation, mobility, and vitality throughout life. The habits you practice today will shape the health you experience in the future. This idea may sound simple, but it carries a tremendous amount of truth. Many people focus on dramatic changes because they believe that major results require major effort. They look for quick fixes, miracle solutions, or shortcuts that promise immediate improvements. Yet when you look closely at people who maintain their strength, mobility, and vitality as they age, you often find something different. Their success is rarely built on extreme actions. It is usually the result of small, consistent habits that have been repeated over many months and years. What you do every day matters far more than what you do occasionally. Your body is constantly adapting to the choices you make. Every meal, every walk, every hour of sleep, and every movement sends information throughout your system. The body pays attention to these patterns. If healthy habits become part of your routine, your body begins adapting in positive ways. Muscles remain more active. Circulation stays more efficient. Joints maintain better mobility. Energy production becomes more reliable. On the other hand, when inactivity becomes the norm, the body adapts to that as well. Strength gradually decreases. Flexibility becomes limited. Endurance declines. These changes often happen so slowly that people do not notice them until they begin affecting daily life. One of the biggest mistakes people make is waiting until they feel motivated before taking action. Motivation can be helpful, but it is not something you can depend on every day. Some mornings you wake up feeling energized and ready to move. Other days you do not. This is why habits are so powerful. Habits allow you to take positive action regardless of how you feel in the moment. When movement becomes part of your routine, you no longer need to debate whether you should do it. It becomes something natural. Just like brushing your teeth or getting dressed in the morning, it becomes part of the rhythm of your day. Another important thing to understand is that healthy habits do not need to consume your entire schedule. Many people avoid starting because they imagine they need large blocks of free time. They think they need an hour at the gym or a complicated workout program. In reality, meaningful progress often begins with just a few minutes of intentional effort, a short walk after dinner, a few calf raises while standing in the kitchen, stretching while watching television, taking the stairs instead of the elevator. These small decisions may not seem significant on their own, but when repeated consistently, they begin creating a foundation for better health and improved physical function. Consistency also builds confidence. Every time you follow through on a healthy choice, you strengthen your belief that you can take care of yourself. That confidence becomes valuable because it encourages further action. One healthy habit often leads to another. A person who begins moving more may start paying closer attention to hydration. Better hydration may lead to improved energy. Improved energy may encourage longer walks and more physical activity. Positive habits have a way of building upon one another. Over time, they create momentum that supports lasting improvements in both physical and mental well-being. The most encouraging part is that it is never too late to begin. The body continues responding to positive habits throughout life. No matter your age, every healthy choice contributes something valuable. Every walk supports circulation. Every stretch supports mobility. Every movement supports the systems that keep you active and independent. The future is not determined by one perfect decision. It is influenced by the small choices you make repeatedly day after day, as those choices gradually become part of the person you are and the life you live. Before you leave today, I want you to remember something very important. Your body has been working for you every single day of your life. Your heart has never taken a vacation. It has never asked for a day off. It has continued beating through every challenge, every struggle, every good day, and every difficult day. Your muscles have carried you through decades of life. Your legs have taken thousands of steps. They have helped you go to work, care for your family, chase your dreams, and create memories with the people you love. And now, perhaps more than ever, your body is asking for a little support in return. Not perfection, not hours of exhausting exercise, just a few minutes of movement, a few minutes of care, a few minutes dedicated to the health of the body that has carried you this far. Because the goal is not simply to live longer. The goal is to live better, to walk comfortably, to move with confidence, to enjoy time with family and friends, to wake up each morning with more energy and less discomfort, to continue doing the things that make life meaningful. Never underestimate the power of small actions. A few minutes today may not seem like much, but weeks become months. Months become years. And the choices you make today can have a profound impact on the life you experience tomorrow. So if you've been waiting for a sign to start taking better care of yourself, let this be that sign. Start with one movement, one step, one healthy decision, then another and another. Because your future health is being built right now, one choice at a time. Thank you for spending these moments with me. I truly hope this information helps you move better, feel better, and live better. Take care of yourself. You deserve it.